Hi everyone, myself Sangeeta, Assistant Professor in IoT Department. This session, I'm going to discuss about ICMP protocol. So we know that there are several protocols working on the network layer, so which govern some kind of task in that internet layer. So in network layer, there are various protocols like Internet Protocol version 4 and Internet Protocol version 6 we discussed. Both are is used for IP addressing, IP Internet Protocol address. So Internet Protocol address version 4 is having 32-bit and version 6 have 128-bit address. Then other two protocols also we discussed, like Bootstrap protocol and DHCP. So last session we discussed about the dynamic host configuration protocol, which is mainly for like getting IP for newly entered node in the network. So that now we're going to discuss about internet control message protocol. What is that? What is the need of this? So actually, we have to monitor and control the entire network that can be processed or carried out by separate protocol called Internet Control Message Protocol. So which play a vital role for controlling and monitoring the entire network. There are several versions over there. We normally using version 4, ICMP version 4 will be used. So it is an IP protocol. It's for mainly for its support based effort delivery service, which means that it has no error reporting or error correcting mechanisms, and it's used to intimate the host whether it is alive or not. So in this, a host sometimes need to determine if the router or another host is alive. So we have to check it. So, and sometimes the network manager need information from another host or router. So that can be for getting information like this, whether the node is alive or not, whether it's connected, so whether it's working properly, this kind of thing we have to monitor and correct it, right? So for that kind of information, we can use ICMP version 4 protocol. So the Internet Control Message Protocol version 4 is being designed to compensate for the above two deficiencies in the above one, error detection, reporting, and also the correcting mechanisms. So it uses several message types, normally two kind of messages it's used. One is error reporting message and error query messages, error reporting and query. The error reporting, which means to report to the host or router about what kind of errors is up. And query messages, if we want to know the information about that, we can ask a request message. So in that, we can use query messages. So these two message formats are used in ICMP protocol. Okay, so now we discuss about error reporting message. So error reporting messages report problems that a router or a host a host may be a destination device. So it encounters when it processes an IP packet. So when it encounters this kind of error, it report it immediately. And the query messages which occurs in pairs is help a host or router to get specific information. So what happened in the current scenario? So we can get it with the help of the query messages. So it get the specific information from router or from the host. So okay, an ICMP message, what it actually have? So message have 8-byte header and variable size data section. So I have 8-byte header and variable size data section. The length of the variable may vary. So although the general format also we have to discuss now, these two are the message formats. The first one shows error reporting message format and second one shows the query message format. The error reporting message format have type, code, and checksum. And the type and code value will differ. For example, if the type value is 3, we can say that the destination is unreachable. This type of code will intimate the destination is unreachable. If it is a 4, it have the information about the source bench. Okay, so normally the code 0 will be used to mention this. And for 5, we can say it's a redirection, and 11 means if the time exceeded to reach the destination, that will mark 11 as the type. And 12 is a parameter problem, and like that. In this right side, we have a query messages. The query message format also have some field in the header, type, code, checksum. So there, rest of the header will be used, but here identifier and sequence number will be intimated. And then remaining variable size is for data section. So here, 8 and 00 is for request and reply messages. For mentioning a request, we can use 8. For requesting for reply, we can use 0. And likewise, 13 and 14 will be for timestamp query, request and reply. These two are the message format of ICMP, error report, and query messages. Okay, next, we will see one by one here. So first, error reporting message. So IP is unreliable because one of the main responsibility of ICMP is used to report an error. And it does not correct the errors, it only report. It actually finds whether it have a error. If it finds, it shows the report, but it does not correct it. And the ICMP uses source IP to send the error message to the source of it. It have information about source IP address to send and report to the sender device. And rules used for error reporting message. First, no error message will be generated for a datagram having multicast address. And second, no ICMP error message will be generated in response to the datagram carrying ICMP. And third, no ICMP error message will be generated for fragmented datagram. Okay. The error reporting messages have several types we discussed now. So type 3 for destination unreachable and source quench for type 4, which means that it shows has encountered a congestion. If the congestion occurred, the source quench message will be indicated. So it's to intimate, to slow down the sending process. And redirect message, if the particular source was wrong to send, the route is wrong, then redirect the message to the appropriate router. Okay, likewise it works. If time exceeded, when a datagram visits a router, the time to leave field is decremented by 1. When the value reaches 0, automatically it router discard the datagram. So time to leave is for time taken to reach from source to the destination. So it takes much time to reach the intermediate router. Automatically, whenever the router is reached, the value will be decremented by 1. So when it reaches 0, it discards it. So likewise, and parameter problem is either a problem in the header of the datagram is mentioned that. And query messages, yes, query messages can be used independently without have a relation with the IP datagram. So is used to check liveliness of the host or router in the network and find one way or two round trip time of the IP datagram, and even find out whether the clock both sender and receiver clock is synchronized. So for that, the ICMP query messages will be used. So it is also used timestamp request, or reply. Pair of messages used to find the round trip time between two devices, and deprecated messages, the 3 pair of deprecated messages will be used. One is for information request and reply, ARP, and address masking for DHCP, and router solicitation that also carried out by DHCP protocol. These are all the protocols used in ICMP version 4 for deprecating the messages from source to the destination. Okay. So this section, we discussed about what is that internet control message protocol and how it works, what kind of message formats is used, and what are the fields headed in the header, both in error reporting and also the query message. So that's all about internet control message protocol version 4. Next, we will discuss another one protocol in next session. Thank you so much.